Hey, greetings everybody. What's going on? It's PT. Thank you guys for all the love that you guys been showing me. Welcome all my new subscribers. I'm sitting here in Dallas, and there's a few things that I want to talk about. And I did say prayers go out to Keith Lee, and I'm gonna tell you why. But there's a few other things I want to talk about. But before I go any further, y'all, I need y'all to like this video. I need you to subscribe to the channel and share the video because you guys are the ones who make it happen. Okay, not just me. It's a teamwork. Okay, it's a teamwork. Well, first of all, let me say I'm going to get into Keith Lee, but let me just say this. I just got in from Dallas a couple of hours ago. Well, I got in around about 7, and I fell asleep, child, and I woke up about 2 in the morning, about 1:30 in the morning. I was so tired. Went to Denny's, got me something to eat, and now I'm sitting at the desk here at the hotel about to give y'all this tea. You know, okay, let me bring y'all up to where it's at. Well, let me tell y'all what's going on. For those who don't know, and for those who watched the BET Awards, Taraji P. Henson did a great job. I thought she did an awesome job. I thought she did great. I think she's been hosting for the last 3 years. So, maybe she'll host again next year. Eventually, she'll have somebody else to get it. But so far, she's been great. So let me give you guys, let me tell you how Keith Lee, and the reason why I say we got to pray for him, the reason why he's in this tea. Okay, get your cup. Okay, so for those who don't know, during the BET Awards, there was a situation that happened where Taraji P. Henson was giving out roses. Okay? So, and she had rehearsed it all day according to her social media, which is on Instagram. She said, I've been hosting it all day. Okay? So the person who was Keith Lee's, the seat that Keith Lee was in was supposed to have been for somebody else. Who that other person was, I don't know. Okay? So he was not sitting in the spot that he was supposed to be in. So who do we blame? We blame the BET production. Well, we blame them because it's not Keith's fault. It's not Taraji P. Henson's fault. But here we are. Here we are going back and forth. People are saying that, well, so let me tell y'all what happened. So she gave him a rose. He dropped the rose. I don't know if he threw it down, but he dropped the rose. He said the rose wasn't for him. He did a whole video and said, I still love Raj P. Henson and Taraji P. Henson. It had nothing to do with my love for her. Y'all put him in the wrong place. Taraji P. Henson was doing her job, okay? So I don't blame him. I don't blame her. Now, me personally, if Taraji P. Henson but it gave me well, he is married, so I got to give him that. Keith Lee is married. I'm gonna do my best to put a picture up here so y'all can see who he is. He's the food critic guy. He is married, and his wife was sitting right next to him. And that could have been one of the reasons. So this is like a Will Smith situation, but he just didn't slap anybody. You follow me? He slapped the whole thing with the rose about throwing it down. Should he have done that? No. I think, but y'all have to also realize Keith Lee is not a celebrity. He's a very popular YouTuber, TikToker, whatever, influencer, but he's not a celebrity. He's not, and he even admitted he's not into all of that extra stuff that's going on. Now, I don't know if Charles and Miss Netta was supposed to be sitting there or what, but I need to get to the bottom of this, find out who was supposed to be sitting at that table, at that chair. And of course, Taraji P. Henson, she was looking good, she was flirting, she was just doing her job. I personally don't think, that she was trying to come on to him. She was just being flirtatious and doing her job, doing what she's supposed to do. And he happened to be sitting in the wrong place. And he did make a response and said, I was just sitting there. I didn't ask for all of this, because he claims that they offered him a whole lot of things that he just turned down. So, and of course, Taraji P. Henson, she made a response or whatever. Here's my thing, y'all. Keith Lee, when people say, well, let's focus on the good that the people have done. Just 2 days ago, and I don't watch Keith Lee like that, but 2 days ago, one of his videos popped up. For y'all that don't know what he does, he's a food critic. This man has changed people's lives. Changed it. Okay, here we go, tearing down this black man. Yeah, he made a mistake, but y'all have to realize this dude is not into all the the BET, the Hollywood. He's not. That's not him. He just happened to be there, sitting there and enjoying the show. And he got caught up in this. But this is not the time. This ain't the time to be tearing down the black man that's building up. Come on. It's not the time to tear down a black man who's building up everybody's businesses. This man turned around. He turned around a business in Houston within a day. That line was wrapped around the building. It's Here's an example. Joe Biden screwed up in those 90 minutes. Don't let those 90 minutes ruin his whole career of the things that he done. Some of y'all might not agree with that, but whatever. Don't let the little thing that happened with Keith Lee with the BET Awards and Taraji P. Don't let that tarnish what this man has done. This man has changed people's lives. Let's focus on that. We just finished celebrating Juneteenth. We just finished celebrating Black History Month. Let's build him up. Let's forgive him for what he did. Let's not focus on it, bloggers. A lot of you bloggers are tearing this young man down. Keith Lee has done a lot for a lot of people. Some of y'all that are vloggers out there, and some of y'all are struggling food critics. And when he's at the top of his game, some of y'all wish y'all could have the views and get all the attention that he gets. Let's not tear this young black man down. Let's build him up, and just say, okay, Keith, you threw the rose down, and then he has a wife. If you're not a man, okay, if you're not a man and you don't have a woman or girlfriend, whatever it is, you don't know what that feels like when you're next to your wife and you are there as a man to defend your wife or to try to make things go over like you want your wife to see it. Not saying that she was jealous or anything like that. I don't know. They try to make it seem like she was jealous, like she was mean mugging and stuff. I don't know. But he didn't ask for this. And now's the time to get behind him, get behind Taraji P. Henson and say, you know what, it was just an honest mistake. But again, I know people do stuff for views, clicks and likes, and clicks and views. I understand that. But let's not do it to the point to where we tear this man down and the black folks, we turn our back against him. And then when he go over there to the white folks and start doing stuff for the white folks, they give him a TV show and oh, he think he all that now. He got his own TV show and he fooling with the white folks. See, then y'all gonna be like, see where y'all ran him off. Don't run off Keith Lee. Pray for this young man. This young man is doing positive things, y'all. Oh God, I just want to cry. Because I didn't know who he was at first until I started, maybe about 6, 7, 8 months ago. I started watching this stuff. This guy is turning people's businesses around. This is something that your own senators and your own local politicians and local people ain't even doing. Even some of these churches. T.D. Jakes could be doing the same thing that Keith Lee's doing if you live in Dallas. Or Joe Osteen, some of these big name people, they could be doing the same thing he's doing because they have a name for themselves. They can help these businesses turn around. If I'm in Houston, or I live in Houston, if Joe Osteen was to go to a mom and pop store where they sell ice cream and they have good food and stuff, and he goes there and he posted it online, where do you think they're going to go? So Keith Lee does a lot of things for a lot of people. He helps a lot of people. So prayers for him and his wife. I don't know if they had children or not, but I hope he makes it through this. I hope he doesn't turn against the black community. I hope he does not turn his back on us, because this man has helped millions of people. Let's move on. Let's talk about Shirley Ralph. Shirley Ralph is in Jamaica, and I'm trying to figure out why. Now, Shirley Ralph, I love you to death, Miss Thing. I love you. I love you. Like I love my luggage, okay? And she's over there and for her son's, I believe, wedding, and she posted a video. I'm going to show y'all the video. But I'm thinking, girl, when you knew that this hurricane was coming, Burl I think is his name. When you knew that Burl was coming, Shirley Ralph, you got more money than a lot of folk, than regular folks. You could have got your ass up out of there. There's no wedding. Even if you made it through that storm, that Category 5 storm, Miss Shirley Ralph, and I love you, you're a legend, so I'm not going to read you. I'm just going to say it like I mean it, and I'm going to give PT's point of view. You should have got your ass out of there. You should have left. Because even after the hurricane, you still ain't gonna be able to have there's no lights, perhaps no water, and you could have just left. You could have left. Let me tell y'all something. I understand people want to go to Jamaica. I know Jamaica's a beautiful place. I'm actually going to Half Moon Cay, and I'm going to Montego Bay in October for a cruise. These are beautiful places, but they also have beautiful places in the States. And my thing is, y'all don't have to agree with me, but I'm sorry. If I know a damn hurricane's coming, bitch, I'm getting the hell up out of there. And I live in Houston, bitch. If they tell me a hurricane's coming, depending on what the size is, I'm getting the hell up out of Houston. So I don't. Here's the video, and we'll talk about it when I come back.
Well, from the looks of the sky, it looks like Beryl is going to be here much sooner than the news keeps saying. So it's very calm here in Jamaica. The sky is so beautifully clear, and they said that the sea looked like glass today. Anyway, I'm looking southeast, and we had to take in all of the outside furniture because those things take flight. But I just wanted to say to everybody, please stay inside. There's a curfew starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Stay off the road in Kingston. I hope you've put oil in your lamp and are taking extra care. So to everybody that's here on island, we remember that Gilbert was a 3 and Beryl is a 4. Wow. God bless you. Good night. Power up.
I just think she should have left, y'all. I think she should have left. But they're like, why isn't Sean John haven't been arrested yet? Because they're either building the case or they're trying to something. Well, according to what I've been reading, y'all, he has sold his $70 million mansion. And there's a new model who's claiming that he asked her to perform oral just for a gig. I'm not surprised. I believe it's true. I have to say allegedly, though. This man hasn't been arrested. They say he spends most of his time in Miami, allegedly. And is he going to be arrested? I don't know. But I understand as a prosecutor, you do have to make sure you got everything right. Your pins and needles, or whatever they call it. You got to be on your pins and needles because you don't want to make no mistakes. And you don't want him, you don't want him to get off, like O.J. Simpson did. Yeah, you don't want him to get off like O.J. Simpson did, child, okay? So, I'm going to show y'all some pictures while I'm talking about his $70 million mansion. And, what do y'all think? Y'all think he's going to get arrested? Do you think he's scot-free? He's lost a lot of endorsements. Somebody brought me a Sean John shirt the other day. I said, what am I going to do with this? I should have worn the shirt. You know why? Because that started a conversation when I'm out and about. Why do you have on that shirt? Because I want to get your opinion. Mm-hmm. All right, this is the last thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about this stuff going on with Claudia Jordan and the TGI Fridays and the Cocktails with Queens. First of all, I thought the Cocktails with Queens was boring. Can I just be honest with y'all? Please don't get mad at me for saying this. I'm sorry. The gays, they give you a show. The gays are extra. They do too much. They over the top. And even though y'all say we going to hell, we going to give you some type of show. Yeah, we're going to show off. We're going to cut up. We're going to do the extra. And by the way, all gays are not over the top. Let me clear that up first. Okay? You have all type of different rainbows. Okay? Claudia was on this podcast, and according to Media Takeout, according to Sandra Rose, she broke down, she was crying, and, I keep hearing all these different rumors that they have canceled the show, that the show is still on. Now, before I did this video, last I heard, the show's been canceled. Can I tell y'all something? And now y'all got the nerves to say my friend Lunel is the reason why the show is canceled, because they said that Claudia allegedly set up Lunel to say something about Al's wedding and, his marriage to Star. No, listen, Lunel is a comedian. She's going to ask questions. She's going to say things. That's what she does. All Al had to do is say, I plead the fifth. That's all he had to say. All he had to do is just plead the fifth. You can't blame Lunel for this. You can't blame, and I'm not saying this because Lunel is my friend. I'm saying it because Lunel does this pretty much everywhere she goes. She just asks questions. She's a comedian. She pushes the button, and that's what she does. So you can't be mad at her. Has the show been canceled? I don't know. But according to what I've been reading, Al Reynolds is doing fine. He got his own YouTube channel. I just talked about him the other day, y'all. Remember I said prayers go out to Al? He's doing fine. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's building up his own brand. He really doesn't need the show with Claudia and rest of the guys and Al. And, you know, everybody's going to be fine. Claudia's going to be fine. Claudia can do her own show without BET or whoever they with, Fox Soul. Juan Wiggins, that's a given. I call him my nephew. Child, he already got his own show. He's doing great. Even though I like to see him, I like to hear him. I like to hear Juan Wiggins on radio. But a lot of things he can say on his podcast, he won't be able to say on radio. You follow what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Well, that's all I want to talk about, y'all. My birthday is coming up next week, next Wednesday. So if you want to send something to my Cash App, I appreciate it. It helped me from my hotel room and stuff like that. I'm excited. I'm going to be on the radio on my birthday, July the 10th, KAZI in Austin, Texas. You can download the app to hear me talk that tea, honey. Yes, hear me give the tea. That's going to be on KAZI next Wednesday, sometime in the morning time. All right? You guys be good. Take care. Make sure whatever you do, once again, like, subscribe, and do what? Comment. Y'all be good.